All right, y'all. Whenever we talk about sneaker of the year, because it's the end of the year, and we got to do that. As sneakerhead content creators, whatever, we have to do our sneaker of the year. And I'm gonna tell y'all, it's a lot of different credentials when it comes to ranking sneaker of the year, and I think it varies depending on the individual. But if there's one thing that I can say is consistent when it comes to picking sneaker of the year, it's gonna be impact. What sneaker had the most impact? No matter if it was limited, if it was widely available, whatever the situation may be, which sneaker had the greatest impact of 2025? Hey y'all, bruh. Hey, this sneaker right here just might be the sneaker of the year for a lot of people, but it definitely had the biggest impact. I'm gonna say it definitely helped revive the sneaker game in 2025. Hey, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Truth, and today we're gonna be talking about sneaker of the year candidate. I think this one is finally snuck in at the end of the year. You know, Complex did their top 10, and I feel like they should have waited, but I feel like this sneaker snuck in for a possible, a lot of you guys gonna put this, is not your top sneaker of 2025, definitely top 3, and then also the impact that the sneaker is having currently right now on the sneaker community. Before we get up into this content, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and please chime in below. I would definitely love to hear what you guys have to say about this topic. So let's go ahead and get it popping. When it comes to the Air Jordan 11 Gamma, these things right here had people outside. They had people outside doing some strange things. Trying to give you $500 in EBT for this card. That was for a youth size, you feel what I'm saying? Had us camping out again, and we ain't camped out in years. They had us in long lines. They had people, they had your grannies, your auntie, your kids. They had everybody in line trying to get their hand on this sneaker. And with that being said, I didn't expect that when it came to this sneaker. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If y'all watch my channel, y'all know that. But when we talk about sneaker of the year, we always talk about things like the brick by bricks. That's all I've been hearing this year, or the reimagined 5s. Some people said the bread ones, stuff like that. Undefeated 4s, even though people dislike the quality. But I feel like for every sneaker, when we talk about sneaker of the year, jellyfish, Adidas jellyfish. Every sneaker of the year candidate that we've had, I've heard people say things that kind of like talk themselves out of putting that sneaker in sneaker of the year. This one right here, I feel like is going to be one that people are not going to talk themselves out of. And I think it's definitely going to be in the top 3. Here's the reasons why. Number 1, this is a sneaker that a lot of people had an opportunity to get. Most of the time when people do their sneaker of the year, their own personal sneaker of the year, they're not throwing sneakers that they don't have in their possession. You know, you have content creators, some people do that. We say, hey, these are the top 10 sneakers that came out. But when we say our personal top 10, a lot of times we don't include sneakers that we don't currently have. But when it comes to currently have, a lot of people are going to have this sneaker in their collection. So therefore, they're going to put it in their top 10. And then number 2, it is an all black sneaker, and it's an 11. And for some strange reason, even when the cap and gowns drop, when it comes to a Jordan 11 and the all black Jordan 11, hey, not only does the hood love it, we could say it's just a hood, everybody loves it. And that's the thing when it comes to this sneaker. And then the third reason, impact. When we talk about the impact that a sneaker had, the only other sneaker really this year that had people really outside was the black metallic 5s. And I feel like that's the reason why the black metallic 5s are up in people's top 3, top 5. People are considering to be sneaker of the year is because, man, people was outside for it. And y'all was outside for these things. We had people camping out. We had people fighting over these things. We had people arguing over these things. And I'm not condoning any of that. I don't think any of that is justifiable. Like, why are we fighting? Like, what's the point of that? I think that's stupid. But what I'm saying is that people wanted this sneaker so bad, even though it was a million pair, whatever it was. You know, a lot of people I've heard 1 million, 2 million, 150,000. Whatever the number was, the stock number was high. People wanted this sneaker so bad that even though it was so many pairs out there, a lot of people didn't touch it, and now a lot of people are paying way above retail for this sneaker. And for a lot of you guys, when y'all pick y'all sneaker of the year, that plays a big impact on it. So I think that's going to help. A lot of the OGs have been waiting for the sneaker to come back because they actually wanted it to add it back to their collection. A lot of the new people in hypebeast wanted this sneaker to kind of shut the OGs up to say, yeah, I got it. And then if you are a reseller, we finally had a sneaker, a GR, that didn't sit around, that you could actually make a profit off of it. So from the resellers to the OGs to the hypebeasts to the newbies in the sneaker community, this sneaker was something that everybody and anybody could eat off of. And in the year in 2025, where we had a lot of separation in the sneaker community, where I feel like it was my collection is bigger than yours type vibes and stuff like that, I feel like we kind of got away from being an actual community where anybody can come in, and whether they're like New Balances, Jordans, or whatever, we could call it vibe out together and just love sneakers. We kind of got away from that in 2025, even though Nike blessed us with so much. It's kind of one of those things just like in life. God blesses us with so many great things, and then because we're getting blessed, we find reasons to complain. We complain about the Shadowback Boys. We complain about the White Cement Fours. We complain about the Undefeated Fours, even though we never had a general release and we said the quality was trash. And I get it, man. Quality wasn't great, but we complained even though Nike gave us what we wanted. After all that stuff that has happened and all the heat that we've gotten in 2025, which is the best sneaker year ever, they dropped these, and I'm going to say this sneaker is bringing us back together. Because no matter which facet of your sneaker journey you're in, you were outside for these. And me being an OG, I never thought in 2025 people would be camping outside again, bro. I never thought we'd see the line. I never thought Foot Locker would bring back the midnight launches, even though a lot of you guys don't remember those because maybe y'all not old enough. But that's something nostalgia, bro. I never thought people would be running in the mall to go get a sneaker again. And it all happened because of this. So with all the division, with all the separation, this shoe right here has helped all of us remember why we got into the sneaker game. So if anything, if anybody's considering this sneaker being sneaker of the year, it's gotta be for that reason. This is a sneaker that had people together talking about the sneaker, dabbing people up, crying that you got this shoe. This is a sneaker that finally, for the year 2025, since the pandemic, had us out here acting like we had no access to internet to be able to purchase a sneaker. It had us out in the streets like the good old days, putting in that work, putting in that footwork, and securing the bag and getting that feeling like, man, I finally got the shoe that I wanted. But y'all comment down below, let me know what your thoughts and opinions, how y'all feel about that, what do y'all think about the sneaker game. And for everybody that's been saying Jordans are dead in 2025, they sit. After this release, I call cap. Jordan brand is still the top sneaker. It's still the sneaker that y'all have the most of in y'all collection. It is still and will always be the sneaker that's gonna have people outside acting up. I appreciate y'all for tapping in as always. Y'all know the sayings, man. Rock what you like, that was hype. And remember, everything we talk about, including these right here, just bait. Wait for me to share my faith. I'm gonna catch y'all next one. Peace.
If they ready, we'll let you know if you should go and get them. We got fat, we got you, never slack on the fruit for OGs and the youth. You can kick it with us too. Technology.